Welcome to Berry AI, the complete system for knowledge graphs and annotations for AI agents on your structured and unstructured data. Let's begin by modeling a schema for a customer support message entity. You can create a new schema by clicking on the New Schema button. You may model your schema using either the raw JSON editor on the left or the visual editor on the right. It can be a mix of both structured as well as unstructured data. If you already have a schema, you can just paste it in the raw JSON editor. You may add new fields in the schema by clicking on the plus button in the visual editor. You can choose appropriate settings for each field from this panel. Settings like the data type, is it a string, number, etc. If you want this field to be displayed as the title text or title image in the listing page, you can do it from here. You can also mark a field for FTS full text search. BerryDB gives you FTS out of the box. This obviates the need to maintain another database like, Elasticsearch. Lastly, you can also mark the field to be used as a filter. Alright, now add in your schema name and description, and then just verify the schema summary before clicking on the Create button. Alright, go ahead and click on Super Agent. You can use your own prompt, or just choose one of the example prompts from the cards below. Type in your prompt here, and you can use the @ symbol to add mentions. The status, along with the result of your prompt, will appear here. On the dashboard page, you'll see the newly created knowledge graph. Go ahead and enter your prompt to ingest or populate the knowledge graph. After confirming the prompt was successful, go ahead and click on Filter and View. We can now see the data objects from our newly ingested file. Now let's go ahead and type in your prompt to create an annotation project. Great! Now that we've confirmed the annotation project is created, let's go ahead and click on Annotations. Alright, go ahead and click on the newly created annotation project. Click on the Settings button. We'll now set up some configurations for the project. Next, click on the Browse Templates button. Go ahead and click on Natural Language Processing. Now select Named Entity Recognition. Type in your labels, then click on the Add button. Choose the field from the drop-down, and then hit the Save button at the bottom to lock it in. Next, click on the Connect Model button to proceed. Select the Named Entity Recognition model from the drop-down, then click on Validate and Save to continue. Click on the project name to return to the task listing page. Select a task to retrieve its prediction. Click on the Retrieve One Predictions button to proceed. Depending on the attached model and whether it's warm or cold, retrieving a prediction may take a few seconds or a little longer. Click on the refresh icon to check if the prediction has been fetched. Once the prediction is fetched, you'll see the prediction count for the task increase. Go ahead and click on the row to view it. You can adjust the prediction based on the results if you like. This step is optional. Once you're happy, click the Submit button to view the prediction as an annotation on the query page. Awesome! Now we'll classify the intent for all the transcriptions in the same knowledge graph. Once we've confirmed the intent classification was successful, we'll head over to the query page. Here we see all our annotation knowledge layers. We'll see a few examples on how to filter and check out the data in each object and its annotations. Awesome! Now that we have all our knowledge layers, let's chat with the knowledge graph. Start by clicking on Chat. Alright, let's get started by embedding our knowledge graph. First, we'll select the correct knowledge graph, and then we'll enter the LLM API key, in this case, the OpenAI API key, which is already set as the default in the settings. We can do that by clicking on Settings. Now just paste in your LLM API key. Then, go ahead and click on the Embed Graph button. Alright, go ahead and enter your question in the input box. If you want, you can view the objects used to arrive at the answer by clicking on the icon. Click on any object to open its details in a new tab. On the ML Models page, you'll see all the available models. You can also filter them by type, category, or subcategory. On the SDK documentation page, you can explore all the example Colab notebooks and filter them by category. Let's look at an example of how to view and run a Berry AI Cookbook Colab notebook. Click on the Open in Colab button. You can run this notebook by clicking the Connect button, then executing each cell and following the instructions.